All right, welcome back to In the Moment Art. Today, what are we going to be drawing?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, what's his long name?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob SquarePants. This guy's a little bit more complicated than the last one we did.
Yeah.
But I think we can tackle it. It's a lot of straight lines and not so straight lines, but I don't think it'll be too hard. Yeah. So we got our Sharpies and paper. Are we just going to go straight to Sharpie, or are you going to use pencil?
I'll use Sharpie.
Okay. Should be in bold today. Brave. And we got our markers. I'm going to do kind of a traditional coloring job. I don't know. You usually get a little crazy with your colors, so that's
sometimes.
Always... Yeah, sometimes.
I think I'm going to do the traditional colors too.
Okay. All right, so we're going to go portrait, up and down. I think it's going to fit a little bit better. Just a traditional SpongeBob with a big old cheesy smile on his face. Okay, so we're going to start with the basic shape of him. We're going to start with his head. Now he's got, oop, I almost lost my pen there. Did I get your elbow? No. So he's got that Swiss cheese thing going on, so we want wavy lines, okay? So I'm going to come all the way up here to the top, and I'm going to go down on a little bit of an angle, and I'm going to go to about halfway down my page. Okay, then I'm going to follow that around the corner. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now see how when I'm coming in, I'm not in a perfect square, I'm kind of coming in just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to come down. Wavy lines, whoop. Okay. Then we're going to connect those at the bottom. The sound effects help. Okay. So now we're going to do we draw what's in the front first or what's in the back first? You remember?
No.
Draw what's in front first, okay? Because if we draw what's in back, then sometimes we draw our line and the element we want to put on top, we got a line going through it, right?
Yeah.
I've had that happen before. So we're going to go ahead and do this arm over here. So I'm going to kind of float this arm. I'm going to do a little triangle shape, but I'm not going to connect it at the bottom, okay? So that's kind of his shoulder. Then
it's like a candy corn.
Kind of more like a Hershey Kiss. Okay, so then I got two lines coming down and a little semicircle where his arm goes in. And SpongeBob has 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. Fingers are always a little tricky to draw, but his fingers kind of look like little teardrops. 2, 3, and a little pinky over here. I don't know what it is about cartoon characters only having 4 fingers or 3 fingers, but all right. So now that we drew that arm, we can draw the rest of his head. Okay. So we're going to come up on an angle, and we're going to go behind the shoulder. And we're going to come up on the other side, stopping right about there. And we're going to make it look three-dimensional by coming down on a diagonal like that. Okay. Cool. All right, so we got that arm. Let's go ahead and draw the other arm over here. So we're going to draw another kind of... Make sure we don't come too far over because we're going to have his body come down here. Another arm coming out the same way. And another 4 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to make those hands kind of the same size. Arms the same length. Okay. Very tough. It's tough. It's okay. All right, we're going to draw a straight line for the rest of his torso and body here. A little bit on an angle still. And then same on the other side. This is going to be like kind of coming out of his armpit. 2 straight lines coming down. Now we're doing with the block part of him. We're going to draw another line straight down from this point here. So we got 1, 2, 3 lines. Don't come down too far. And then we're going to go ahead and connect them. So we're going to go straight across this way, and then we're going to come up just a little for that one. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to split those in half. I might add I think I'm gonna into mine. So split yours in half. So you see how it goes across? Oh, I forgot one thing. That's okay.
What'd you forget?
Well, his tie goes in front of his. I think I'm okay. I have enough. His tie is going to be right here. All right, so we got that blocked off. Do you want to finish the body or you want to do the face?
Let's do the tie though.
Okay, so the tie is going to be right here in the middle. You just do kind of like a googly circle shape. And then our tie is going to come out and be like a little arrow pointing down. And our collar is just going to be 2 triangles like that. Our pants, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little squares on the pants. Okay, so we can put in those details now. 1,
They're more rectangles.
2. They're kind of like skewed rectangles. I don't know what they simulate. Belt loops or something. I don't know. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and just put his legs in since we're going. Are you with me?
Yes.
All right, so the legs are going to be right here. We're going to come out kind of like little mushrooms. And a little semicircle connecting those. Kind of a weird little shape. Okay, the legs are going to look a lot like the arms did.
He has really skinny legs.
Yeah, very skinny.
I'm gonna do his a
And he's
little
got-
bit thicker because just, yeah.
All right, so he's got some socks here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 little lines on his socks, and he's got kind of these clog shoes. So I'm gonna go.
Kind of looks like, if you look to the side, it kind of looks like a fish, like a duck, like a baby duck when you look at it upside down.
You say so.
I don't know what I'm saying.
All right, then he's got a little shiny spot on the shoes out here somewhere. Okay. So we got the basic shape now. Now we're gonna move on to the face. So first we got, go ahead and put some circles on here. We can do different sizes. Sponges are not uniformed. And I'm gonna hold off doing any more of these circles up on the side on the face until I get the features for the face drawn in, okay? We don't want those to get in the way.
No, we do not.
Okay, so I'll ask you again. Do we want to draw what's closest to us or what's in the background first?
Closest to
Right, so what's the closest to us on SpongeBob's face?
his mouth. No,
What's even in front of his mouth?
his nose.
His nose. Yep. So we're going to start with the nose, go to the mouth.
His nose looks like a finger.
It kind of does. All right, so we're going to draw the nose right here in the middle. Kind of like a Pinocchio nose, huh?
Just a lot shorter. Than
Okay.
Pinocchio's nose.
About yay big. And then we're going to go ahead and do the mouth. The upper lip behind it is going to start right here on the nose. Okay. And then we're going to swoop that up. He has a really dramatic upper lip for a big old smile. Little semicircle up here. Now we're going to go ahead and put in his 2 big square teeth. 1, 2. Okay. And then the bottom part of his mouth is going to come out of the middle part of this front tooth. And it's going to go all the way up to that same corner. Okay. And then he's got a little chin line here, a little semicircle underneath there. Then we got our tongue in the background. Our little divot in it. Oops, I did a crossover. That's okay. Okay, and then on top of our little crook of the mouth here, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3 little freckles, I think they are. It kind of looks like a little snowman or a little bowling ball. His big old dimple, whatever that is. I don't know. All right, so now we're ready to do the eyes, okay? We're gonna try to make these circles as perfect as circles as we can.
I'm gonna use pencil.
You can use pencil if you want. So this circle is gonna start right at the end of the nose, and it's gonna finish right here. Okay, so if you wanna make those, then we're gonna come up to right about here. So I'm gonna try to make, and it's gonna go behind the nose. So we're gonna make this as circular as we can. Circles are tough. And the one next to it, it's gonna go from there, right in the middle of our little bowling ball shape, and it's gonna go behind the first circle we drew. Okay, and come all the way back. It's kind of tucked behind there. Alright, and he has 1, 2, 3 little square eyelashes. 1, 2, 3 little square eyelashes. Okay, and then his psychedelic eyes are going to be important. They're a little bit to the right hand side of his eyes, and I like to do I just do a bunch of circles, bunch of circles, bunch of circles until I get the shape that I want, and I fill it in. And then he's got a little circle around the outside. Man, he's got some crazy eyes. Okay, circle. Now it's starting to look like them. My head's a little small, but that's okay. All right, so all that's left to do
is his circles.
We need more circles. So however you want to do those, just make sure you vary the size and the shape a little bit. Do a little one here, another one there. Okay, however many you want. Okay. So now it's time to color.
Yeah.
All right, good job, SpongeBob SquarePants. I think we did good on that one.
Yeah.
A little bit tougher, but
Turned out good.
yeah,
You can tell it's in.
yeah. I think so. Luckily, he's got lots of woobly lines on him, and that's what they're supposed to be. So.
Because he's a sponge.
That's right. So thank you everybody for joining us today. Please subscribe, leave us a comment if there is something you'd like us to draw in the future, because we read those and would love to do that. So thanks for joining us on In the Moment Art. Bye-bye.